entertained herself. Just, you know, easy, more so as a little child than she did as a teenager.
Well, then she manufactured this huge circle of friends when she was older.
Yeah, she had a tight. There were always tight groups. Nothing was. It was not very few single. It was more. When we had sleepovers, we had 9 girls. When we, you know, it was never one. It was always 9 or.
We had 18 at one time.
Yeah.
Katie met most of her friends initially. She was Pop Warner cheerleading, and that's where a lot of these kids met and grew up. She was on that for like 7 years.
Yeah, but, yeah.
And a lot of the kids went from there to the high school. Then that group, you know, it just spread out from there. It was funny. Because she was with Pop Warner, she had kids, friends that were in her school, her like junior high school, and then
the other school
in Fairport. So she had groups from each, and even before they got back together at high school, she was having parties and stuff to get people to meet one another from the other schools, so there wasn't like this divide of people when they all melted back together.
Uneasiness. The kids are always uneasy when they merge the schools of people they don't know. So Katie, it was very important to Katie that year before that she contact and blended the groups
try and
together.
Get everybody together.
But, you know, she had a wide variety of friends. She really tried to like everybody. She wasn't the plan maker, but she always wanted to be in, you know.
And wanted people to be involved. She was always trying to get everybody to be involved.
She played field hockey for only, she wasn't exactly what I call athletic.
For a year, 2 years. But
she was a very girly girl. She was
junior high.
Field hockey in junior high. We did dance when we did t-ball when she was little.
But she'd get in, and she'd go in, the coach would put her in for a quarter. And then she'd run out to the sidelines, and she'd take her hair down, and she'd take her shoes off, and she'd take her socks off, and they'd get all in a little circle, and they'd start talking. And it's like, Kate, you know, you might be able to go back into the game. Somebody might get hurt. And then this year, as a senior, she was the stat girl for the men's lacrosse team.
The boys
she
lacrosse
and a couple of her friends.
Loved
Fairport sweatshirts, little Fairport baseball caps.
That was awesome.
They were
She
stats
loved
girl.
it.
She did.
She really did. Now, she was in Huddle, which is an anti-drug since elementary school. She loved that group. And she was in Helping Hands. Scrapbooking became her passion.
Yep.
Hundreds of photographs up in her bedroom.
I never knew why she'd take all these photographs. Now I know why.
They're everywhere.
Her room is covered with photographs.
There's got to be hundreds of photographs in her bedroom.
We'd wake up in the middle of the night. We'd walk out at 3 o'clock in the morning, and Katie's sitting in the office, cutting paper, pasting, trimming photos. She would sit up all night and make a scrapbook so she could take it to school the next day and give it to someone.
I mean, for an only child, she wanted to be surrounded by people all the time. We call Katie our princess. She was our princess. And she loved being a princess.
Yeah.
I mean, she really thought she was. Years ago, when she was like 4, we made a dress-up trunk for her. And she wore she put a tiara on that day, and I think that changed her life forever. I think she decided that she was a princess. I used to say, there's 3 rules you need to live by, Katie. Family first, don't be a fair weather friend, and lead, don't follow. And if you can learn to live by those rules, you'll be a happy person.